What's up YouTube? It's Ben, and in this video, I'm going to teach you how to set some expectations up front with your recruiting clients. Hey guys, if you don't know who I am, my name is Ben Nader. I talk about entrepreneurship, business, investing, real estate, everything under the sun related to making money online. And with that being said, if you like that kind of stuff, you should definitely subscribe to this channel right now. And let's talk about setting proper expectations with your recruiting clients because it's so damn important. All right, guys, so I'm coming at you with some firsthand experience here, as always, with clients that I have dealt with in the past and with clients that you're going to deal with or that you're currently dealing with that you need to know. You need to know this information. It is critical to you making more money and saving more of your time. So if you want those things to happen, watch this video until the end. All right, so from the time that a client engages with you, and I mean literally if they call you back, if they text you back, if they send you a LinkedIn message back, if they respond to an email positively about getting on a meeting, literally from that second right then and there, you are framing and setting expectations. Allow me to explain. So one big thing that I talk about is controlling the entire process from end to end. That's where I'm talking about first engagement with a prospect all the way to you getting paid. Expectations need to be set, and I will explain exactly how to do that so that you can actually save time, make more money, and make everyone happier because of it. The thing that you want to do is create a valuable, powerful, yet diplomatic relationship with your client, all based upon the value you're going to deliver to them by providing them clients and being a consultant to them. From the start of this relationship, you want to create a give and take, right? A give and take of value, right? Everything that you're giving should be upfront value in the form of what you're doing as far as recruiting, finding candidates, sourcing candidates, asking them the right questions, which we'll get into in a second, but also reciprocation of that value, meaning that you get value back from your client, right? Obviously, they're going to pay you in that reciprocation, but during this relationship, you need reciprocation as far as communication goes, as far as how you are treated and their demeanor, as far as the entire process goes, right? And how fast it moves and how much they value your input in the entire relationship. This is extremely important. So pay attention to the next things I'm going to say. You want to do things like have big conversations with your clients that ask a lot of questions from you to them that are both very direct and both very valuable to the entire process. But also, aside from that, you want to make statements. You want to tell them things that are going to happen, right? You don't want to ask a bunch of things about the process. You want to tell them about the process, because guess who's controlling the process? You are. To the most degree possible, and to the most degree that genuinely you should be controlling every aspect of the process, because at the end of the day, like I said, it's going to save you the most money, make you the most money, and save everyone the most time and headaches. Utilize statements like, this is how our process goes. We do this with all of our clients. We handle candidates in this format. This is how we will be doing things. Expect us to do this, XYZ. Use statement format, right? Basically telling them that you have power, you have control, and they will respect you more because of it. They brought you in for two reasons. One, to basically fill the roles that they need that are empty right now. And then two, to actually handle it like a consultant, right? Not just like a middleman broker, but to also be a realistic consultant. Like genuinely taking the entire process in your hands and making sure everything works smoothly from end to end. In these conversations, you want to ask your questions to the client along these lines, such as, what's your availability for taking on interviews, right? After that, you'd want to ask another question, such as, how many people do you want interviewed perhaps in one day, right? Like, what does that look like for them? Can they take somebody at random, or is there a specific date and time that they can only take interviews? Check out what their logistics look like, because that is going to be a big time saver for you. And that right there is going to help you set up the power frame where you're going to control the process based upon their availability while working with them, right? Now, at the end of all that, you want to make a powerful statement and tell them, okay, based upon that, we will do the following, and then state out exactly how you're going to run the process while working with them. Now, once you've laid that all out to them, and once you've kind of got all the logistics out there, basically just flat out tell them, okay, we're going to run with this, and this is exactly how we're going to run things. Then you want to ask them a critical question. Does this process sound reasonable to you? It's very similar to asking the client, are we on the same page? Does this make sense? Are we like thinking alike? Like, it's all the same question. It doesn't matter, right? You just have to ask them, are we on the same page? Does this sound reasonable? Everything that you laid out, you just want to make sure that you are aligned, right? Like, you have alignment with what you're doing. Everything is going to work together smoothly once you guys are actually in alignment and it's working together. Throughout the process of this setting of expectations, you want to relay a few things to your client, right? First thing you want to relay to them is that you're not there just to be a recruiter. You're there to actually consult them, right? You're there to actually help them through the entire process. You're not just there to basically find warm bodies, bring them warm bodies, have them interview those people and see if they stick to the wall and maybe hang around for the guarantee. No, we're not looking for that. We're looking for actual consultative recruiting. This is what's really, really important about this entire process. You being an actual consultant on several levels that I'll talk about here in a second, but relay this to your client and they will respect you even more. Also relay to your client that you're there to save them time. You're not there to waste their time. Make sure that they know, like, say it out loud to them on in an email or on a phone call, which is even better, right? Tell them that you're there to save them time. Explain exactly how your process works and why it saves them time, right? Explain that we're going to do X, Y, Z, and by doing that, we're going to save you this amount of time because we do it exactly like this. And then if you need any backup, just explain, this is how we do everything with all of our clients, and it saves them XYZ amount of time, right? Explain exactly how you're going to save them time. And again, they'll love you for this kind of stuff. Now, as a consultative recruiter, voice out anything right away, immediately, as soon as you get engaged with this client and as soon as you get the ball rolling after a contract is signed, all that kind of stuff, voice out any concerns or any snags in the process that you see, right? Anything that you see in the hiring process or anything that you foresee possibly becoming problematic or anything like that, voice it out immediately to them. And I'll give you a few examples right here. For example, if your client is offering too low of a salary or too low of an hourly rate, like $18 per hour or something like that, and across the street, the same type of company is offering $20 an hour to start, voice that to your client immediately. Let them know. They will, one, like you for giving you that intel, and then two, they will likely change and up their range. They'll actually increase the pay, because guess what's going to happen? When you tell them this, you're going to actually back it up and you're going to say, look, Mr. or Mrs. Hiring Manager, with most of our clients, we do analysis on pay rates for these specific roles, and we find exactly what's the going rate in this market. And we find that we're able to hire the most people the fastest when you're in a competitive range with pay. So therefore, you should absolutely mark your range starting here to here. Give them a really good range, a recommendation, just like a consultant would, and they'll generally take you up on it, or at least budge and move on their range a bit so that they can be a bit more competitive and get you more candidates faster so they can get more people hired faster. Another one is understand their hiring process, right? So these would be in all the questions that you would have asked them earlier on, like how does your hiring process work? Well, we have them go through 3 different applications. We have them take 3 different tests. Then we have a drug test. Then we have a background check. Like you need to talk to them about consolidating that process, right? If that process takes like 6 days, you need to talk to them about making that cut in half, right? We need responses back in 3 days. Explain how you can do that, right? As a consultative good recruiter, you would know exactly how to do that, right? You would know certain websites that have better background check turnaround times, right? Like infocubic.com turns around a background check in 24 hours. The drug test, right? You can know that LabCorp can turn those around in 24 hours as well. So basically put together a process for them and make it half the time, because explain to them they're going to lose candidates so quickly if the candidates have to wait 6 days to actually get a response or an offer letter. This happens all the time. But if you're a really good recruiter, you will make it not happen by virtue of actually stepping in, intervening in the process and saying, hey, listen, it's not going to happen this way. We have to do it this way. Otherwise, all the candidates we bring to you are going to drop off like flies. If you see any other bottlenecks in the hiring process, or if you see any bottlenecks anywhere just for anything, right? Tell them about those right away. Talk about this stuff. Bring it to the forefront. Don't be shy. That's the one big thing. You're a consultative recruiter. Do not be shy to tell them how this process needs to go. Tell them what's best for them. A lot of the times, these hiring managers, right, don't know anything about hiring. They don't actually know the recruiting and hiring process. They know their business, they know their manufacturing, they know, what needs to be done in the actual business itself, but they don't actually know how the front end goes, how you actually acquire candidates and actually hire the right candidates and do it all in a consolidated, productive process. So that's where you come in. So any bottleneck that you see coming, you need to snag that up right away to make sure there are no snags in the pipeline so you can get in and out of this deal real quick and get paid. Listen, when you set the right expectations up front with your clients, you will always come out on top. But that's because you control the process, you control the narrative, you control everything that needs to happen to get them the best candidates, and they will love you, respect you, and they'll want your repeat business and probably give you some referral business as well. Hey guys, if you found this video valuable, definitely smash that like button. Also, join Recruiter Empire, our Facebook group. Down in the description, there is a link. Click that link. We have 14,000 recruiters in the group. You definitely want to be in there. So smash that like button, join the group, and I'll see you guys next time.